Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme. This is a game. We are playing more Paper Planet. I've decked myself out with some fresh new cosmetics. I have the Prairie Planet, but you know, I didn't win the last run, so I want to stick with the regular planet for at least one more run here, and hopefully we'll fare a little better. Honestly, the previous run we kind of fared too well. Very much not not how runs normally fail. But I'm feeling good about this one. We're seconds into it. There's no reason to have any strong opinion one way or the other of how this is going to go, and I already feel good about it. Living on the edge. You know, I don't entirely know how that one works. I hope everyone knows the reference here. Living on the edge. Okay, well, it adds everything. Oh, no, I'm down to 1 health. Gotcha. So I don't know if I'll lose those bonuses. Okay, but that fire rate and everything, I'm already feeling the difference on that. That's nice to have. I don't know if I add health, if I will lose those benefits I just gained. Like, I might only have those benefits when I'm nearly dead. But I hope that I can just upgrade my health and dig out of this hole and keep all those upgrades, because then it'll be worth it. Make things a little bit challenging for a few waves here, maybe an entire zone or two, but I'll try and get my way out. Damage up, piercing up. Piercing could go a long way. With my really standard bullets right now, I don't expect it to do a lot for me, but eventually we can get it there. Yeah, when everything is, you know, there's not really rows of enemies to shoot your way through. Piercing is kind of nothing, but that's fine. Slow and steady. Safe. Cautious. Don't want to play too risky. I can't believe how many times in a row I managed to miss that. Kind of ridiculous. Silly me. Try and keep my combo multiplier up as much as I can. There we go. Nice, good combo multiplier. So, here we're gonna learn. I could piercing up again. I don't know how much I really need multiple piercing, but I could. Is my damage and fire rate gonna go down? No. So I get to keep all the bonuses I had from Unstable Power Core. That's really good. So I'm definitely gonna take like every single health upgrade that comes my way for a couple rounds, to really basically just try and stay alive. That's my real worry. Kind of my worry at all times, but it's especially at the forefront of my moment-to-moment considerations when you're sitting at only 1 health. I at least have a tiny bit of forgiveness now. If I happen to have a bit of sloppy gameplay, not that I'm planning on it. I'm a proven veteran. So I anticipate nothing will go awry. It'll be the most boring series of any roguelike you've ever seen, with no failures, ever. Okay, good. You don't potentially lose. Do you lose your combo meter during boss battles? Seemingly not. Okay. Well, that's pretty handy then. It's very worthwhile to make sure you're building that up adequately during the proper regular run. That 20 damage is going such a long way right now. It's actually nuts that even with my relatively simplistic bullets, I'm just melting my way through. Hell yeah. Laser friend? Nah, bananas, man. We're adding banana bullets. How can I say no to that? I want the silliness. Not every bullet I shoot will be a banana, but bananas will be commonly introduced to the fray now, and they kind of just zip and rip around the screen as randomly as you would expect from a item that specifically identifies itself as being random. Damn it. These little teleporting blue guys here, they're really killing my combos. That's actually a huge pain. They're quite a nuisance to deal with, because maintaining that combo is so important. There's so few things on the screen at once there. Keep it alive. Don't let it slip away. You can see there's a darker blue and a lighter blue. So the darker ones have not teleported yet, so there's a little bit of a visual cue. You know, this is crazy strong. We just had that last time when things really went off the rails. Oh, I already have so much piercing. Do I really... And the bullet's speed, does that matter much to me? Let's do it, just for the sake of trying something different. So, bullet speed quite a bit up, actually. Bullet speed suddenly ripping around. So you can see a little bit of a darker one, a little bit lighter here, darker, lighter. So I'm trying to keep that in mind while choosing my targets in an effort to really maintain that combo. I used to not really emphasize that. I used to just kind of shoot things. And once it was pointed out to me what an insane difference it makes to your paperclip accumulation, which means you can buy more at the shop, which means you can win a lot more often. I've switched to being fully on board with that and making that a major priority. Man, those blue ones are such a pain in the ass. As soon as I didn't have to deal with them anymore, I'm far better off. I have 3 different items contributing to piercing right now, and we're still at a point where enemies are kind of just coming one at a time, spaced in a way where that doesn't matter quite so much. You're actually seeing the charge of how often the banana shoots in the center of the planet there, but because I made my turret pink, it's kind of hard to see because it's pink on top of red, but it's refilling. Red is that you've just shot the bullet, it refills up to pink. When it refills, that's when your next bullet shoots, and that's true of any type of charged bullet in the game. It makes it hard to see though. I wonder if I should inform the devs that like the more red you make your turret, the less red that should become, so it's nice and clear how often your charge is ready. Speed up, piercing up. Do I really need more piercing? Bullets fall towards the planet. Yes, I do want to mess around with that. I think there's some fun potential to be had. Oh, I didn't have the full multiplier, so not enough to afford both. That is a bit of a shame. I'm gonna hoard my paper clips for now is the word I was fishing for. So the fact that bullets now fall back inwards should make things like piercing a little bit more valuable, because they no longer are just shooting straight off the screen if I miss or they come up short. So they're more likely to travel further and hopefully help make enough connections to keep that alive. You can notice the run is much slower paced when you're not just filling every square inch of the screen with bullets at all times. It's good. You want those overpowered runs because they're just satisfying and make you feel good. But you don't want it every single run, and there'd be no challenge. I haven't added any damage since that very first thing. I'm very lucky to have added as much damage as I did so early on. Ooh, I really like when you two line each other up and I get that max piercing effect for a short second there. Well, I almost ignored that there was all these blue things being deployed there. There's so many bigger, scarier enemy ships and the big bright flashing red bullets and things. That's where my eye was being most drawn. I went the wrong direction. Luckily, there's a lot of forgiveness baked into the game. The red bullets slow down a little when they get really close to your planet, so you have like to the last possible second to get in their way. It's all a balancing act. It was brutally unfair without that. It was very, very hard to get there in time. Heart Seeker. Chain bullets seem like they would be cool, but Heart Seeker is a little unintuitive. I'm not sure what that is. But bees, making my bullets into bees. I truly can't say no to that. That's just ridiculous and fun and wild, and it's what I want. It's what I like. So we're going for the bees. Nick Cage would be so excited. There's a very real chance that I've had bees in this game before and have made more or less that exact joke. It's not especially clever. All stats up. That's a huge win. Definitely want that one. Hard to pass up. Honestly, those teleporting blue guys are like the most annoying ones. Those are like the hardest to deal with. As soon as those aren't on the map and I can just shoot regular ass ships, even if they're zipping around and teleporting and doing different movement patterns and things, as long as they're not directly teleporting, I can fare relatively well. Again, there's a lot of forgiveness with the yellow ones as well. So it was right on a line there a couple times. Damage up and a small heal. I'm not actually injured. Bullets phase through your planet. So they will pierce enemies, fall back towards the planet, go through the planet. That one I think will combo really, really well with what I currently have going on. And at this point, you know what? I'm going for it. I know we just had it the last run, but layered together with the other things I have falling back towards the planet, this is where this run is going to start getting especially wild and interesting, and I'm just ready for it to tip over. Damn, I didn't teleport quite in time. Managed to get me a little bit on that one. Keeping a close eye out. There's the fire one that I'm waiting for. The falling through the planet and everything actually is so useful, because I can be on the totally opposite side of the planet as this guy while I'm like dodging those things, and those bullets are still gonna make their way over to him. Basically nothing hinders me. I don't know if it's the bees or what, actually. I gotta play around with something in a second here. Let's try the laser link. I think it links together the bullets. You can see the bullets have a path. Am I in any way, shape, or form controlling projectiles? I can't tell. I honestly can't tell because there's too much on screen. But the laser linking of the bananas, that is fun. That I like to see. I'm going to stop shooting for a second because I really specifically want to test one thing. I know I'm going to lose my combo probably by doing that. But if I shoot, yeah, I think to some extent I can manipulate where my bullets are going. But you can see the trails behind the bees become a little swirly, and the bananas move a lot when I wing that around. You know, when you're shooting your bullets, where they end up is determined by where you're pointing your cursor. Which of these is now affecting that? Maybe the banana, most likely the bees, maybe the laser link. I think it's probably the bees that are causing that, but that's inviting some pretty fun interactions. I can really create chaos there. We just unlocked that last time. I want it. Scrap plating, not very exciting, but it's 2 health, so I am going to go for that. Speed up and piercing up. Maybe I'm not that fast. Linked shield generator. I don't really know what it does. Obviously, it's going to affect my shield. Oh, cool. So I do just end up with the shield on the opposite side. That's really handy in a pinch, because that absolutely does come up, where there's just a lot going on and you can't quite make it to the other side in time. Throw down a second shield. Ends up covering like half of the planet. See, even just there, it was instantaneously useful to me. I'm ready for ya, and generally not that concerned. I'm sitting here like lining myself up the way things travel through the planet. I do not have to worry about that. We'll get a nice collection of laser bananas slicing their way through ya. Between the bees, I guess the bees are kind of pollinating. They're pollinating with gusto. A little over the top, a little excessive. Oh my god, so I could knock myself down to 1 health again and take a huge stat boost. But that terrifies me. That terrifies me at this stage in the game. Speed up and fire rate up. Yeah, kind of can't go wrong with that. It's just going to start painting in the screen with so much stuff. That's what I'm looking for. I feel good about that. I feel good about myself, really. So that's the speed that the bananas start flicking around the screen at is pretty hilarious. These worms that are coming on the screen, the big gray long ones, next time one shows up I'll point it out to you, I guess. They have like a little tail end thing that you have to shoot, but because the screen is just filled in, you kind of just end up destroying them without even thinking And these guys, ooh, okay. Lots narrow misses with all those yellows on screen. It's holding together. It's holding together. Perfection. This is right where I want to be. Locked in. Should be ready for the final boss any minute. Do I want a third piercing up? I don't think that's going to do a lot for me. I don't know what another shield generator will do. I want to find out. Am I just going to end up with my entire planet shielded? Shield size up. That's actually really, really funny to just take 2 shield upgrades, because I don't even know. I don't even know how those are going to combine. Yep, I basically shield the entire planet. It doesn't matter where reds are. I'm going to defend it. So it didn't double. It just adds 1. So that's good to know, actually, just kind of long term. But then you add the larger shield, and suddenly it's quite comical. So one of his skills, he plants those swords to limit where you can move, and then he shoots those at you that you kind of got to start teleporting back and forth to stay clear of. It's a little bit tight. He also has like a laser blast move. I didn't have to contest with any of this last time, you know. Okay. He also has his piercing shot through the planet there that you gotta be a little bit worried about. So when he goes up to the top here, or maybe it's only once he clones himself. Once he clones himself, I think he starts doing the laser stuff. But I had to take him out before that became a real concern. He can be a tough boss. He can be. It just was not a big concern here. Bullets loop around the screen. Oh, so that's probably if it went out of the screen here, it would come back through that side. But the way my bullets fall back inwards, that's not very valuable. So just a damage up and a small heal, which I actually was in need of a small heal. So that was a swell combo for me. Oh crap! Something on the screen there can plant those little monoliths similar to Zenith's swords that limit where you can move to. So I had to be worrying about those. Those are the worm guys where you have to take out their tails. Those ones work the same, but they also throw those at you. It feels correct to physically. Oh dang, that was a lot. There was a lot to get in the way, to get out of the way of. It feels correct to still move my turret in the way to be extra confident. Oh, narrowly nudging. One of them still managed to get me. I was too scared to risk teleporting to the other side. Oh, no. I was too busy looking at the reds. Oh, my health is not in a great place all of a sudden. Yeah, I want to move my turret in the way of the reds, even though it doesn't matter. I'm covered no matter what, you know? Ooh. Bees, do your thing. Bananas, you're helping a little bit, I think. You must be to some extent. But the bees are my boys right now. That's who I really want. Fire rate up, speed down. My speed is okay at best. I can afford it. This is my cheapest route towards full health, so I'm going to take that. I don't think this matters currently, but let's do it. Do you know what? I should have bought that first probably. But it doesn't apply to current. It would only apply to the next shop. But I'm pretty sure this is my last shop, so like it well and truly does not matter. Oh god, the lasers. The lasers are scary. And combined with the many bullets, I'm gonna be really glad I healed, I think. Oh god, they're showing up. Alright, at least I can just focus on dodging the yellows while I have a shield up. You know, bullets are off screen during those tight little segments. Okay, true final boss. Only just added with the most recent update here. I do not know my way around this boss battle. You can see he's signaling where he's about to shoot lasers, so at least you know where to steer clear of. It appears that you can hurt every segment of him, and he just has a lot of health, I think. I don't even think I need to, I don't think I need to worry about, oh god, targeting really specific parts of his body or anything like that. Woo! Okay, wait, things are going to start getting spicy. That's cool though. I really like that as a unique like attack. I wanted to snipe a screenshot of it actually because I just think it's cool. And if I try and take a screen grab of, oh no, Oh no, I really shouldn't have been messing around there and let myself take that damage. Whoops. If I try to take a screenshot later of that recording, the bitrate will be destroyed. Carmai? Damn. So I still haven't beaten that final boss. That's a tough one, actually. Those attack patterns are really cool. That final boss is, like, quite epic, actually. Health, dead. Yep, that's not gonna go. Combo King. Apparently that's a new high combo for me. I hadn't hit that previously. Something wicked this way comes. Cursed items now unlocked. So I have that to look forward to. On stats, so the different enemy types that you've encountered, the different items that you've seen, and you can see there's all these others that we haven't unlocked or encountered in any way. Oh, cool. So you have a tracker of how many items, 160 total. Favorites, least favorites. I guess that depends on how often I choose them when they become available to me, because I've seen those a few times and haven't taken them. Some of them I've only seen once, but you know, only a couple runs. Stats, just damage dealt, we're already talking millions. Bullets fired, I don't know how that's only 500,000 when in that one single run I basically had that amount. Uncertain about that. Win 0. Now with that final boss, it's kind of difficult actually to get a proper win. Seeing all the different unlocks. I've seen most of the enemies at this point, but enemy logs, that I don't really know. I don't know how you get enemy logs. Gives you all their specific stats, and those two I don't have access to yet. But the achievements, there may not be a ton of achievements in the game at this point. I think there's planned to be more. There's, you know, cosmetics tied to everyone, which I always find very fun. What sort of things am I missing? Having co-op, there's co-op in the game. 20 or more rap buddies. Defeat boss rush, I don't even have access to that yet. Beat the game without losing a combo, that's crazy. Unlock all items, unlock everything. Defeat the star worm for the first time. Beat the game or boss rush without getting a hit. Beat a normal run in 12 minutes or less. Take 15 or more damage in a single run. You almost have to do that intentionally to some degree, it seems like. Use every item in boss rush. Holy crap. Oh, yeah, but not every item in the game. Not all 160. Boss rush is, it's a different, it's cool how it works in this game. I'll show it off at some point. Dedicated, but very. Beat the game with maximum spice without getting hit or losing combo in 18 minutes or less. Dedicated, but very. There's probably more to that. I'm not sure. Defeat Zenith in under 5 seconds. Oops, all perfect. Beat the game in perfect every zone. Beat the game with only one item picked up. That's like a punishing one. Like that would really, that would be a slow progression. It would be so difficult. That's reserved. I guess those three, they're color coded really. Those three are reserved for people who really, really want to push themselves. And I'm typically not that guy in a lot of these games. I don't have enough because the planets become more expensive. It started at 900, now they're 1800. So instead I'm going to invest in additional upgrades. The burst fire, I like that one. You shoot triplets of bullets. The mediocrity amulet, stat increase for every generic item you have. I actually don't know which ones count as generic. Cyclical shots, let's try that out. The friendly snail is unlocked. A reference there. Maybe some of you recognize that one. And that's the one I purchased. The Pong Buddy. I should hope people recognize that reference. That is a fun one to have. Lurban Cola. I don't know what that is. Mine Buddy, mind your own business. Viridian Inverter, all about gravity and V's, perhaps 5 or 6 of them. The Tesla Coil, that could be fun. I don't know what Lurban is, so I want that. I'm going Lurban. The Miracle Beetle, it grants you a random item per zone or something like that. Gains stats for each bullet on screen. That can layer with things like crazy. Bullet damage increases with bullet speed. Ancient Dial, telepoof some bullets with you when you teleport. Telepoof is kind of just a funny phrase. I like that. Going Bullet Charm. Whole Milk, damage way up, fire rate way down. shield projector, defense at a distance, lock on radar, spinny bullets. I don't know how the radar works, so I'm gonna try that one. Ooh, I love... Oh, and I also unlocked something else there, and I accidentally clicked past it. Wormy Wormson, worm bullets, that one is crazy fun. I love Wormy Wormson, so I'm definitely adding that. Bullets sucking enemies, embrace darkness. Oh, the size increasing, summon a wave of bullets. I'm gonna do the wave of bullets. And you know, we're still unlocking, lots to see. Now I should check the stats actually after all that. A little over 160 left to unlock. Plenty of new things to see. Insane combos await. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to go check out Paper Planet. There will be links down below. You can wishlist it, potentially buy it, depending on when this goes live, if it's after August 21st. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon.